Hello everyone and welcome to my video today. Today I'm here to talk about future telling, prophecy and co-creation. So I have been doing readings about the future for many years now, and it is one of the things I'm asked about the most in my work with clients. So I'm frequently asked by people what does the future hold for them? What's going to happen? How are things going to unfold in terms of their career, finances, love, and health, among other things, especially specific events. Hello and welcome everyone. So I wanted to share some of what I've learned by doing these kinds of readings so frequently over the years, and talk about the nature of prophecy and how these things have informed me about our power to co-create our lives. So, what reading the future has taught me about our lives is that the future is not set in stone. When I read the future, we have been given free will, so the future is the natural result of the decisions and choices that we have made or not made, and all the influences involved with that. So the future is not set in stone, it's always shifting and changing, and that it is formed of our decisions. So if you want to change your future, you need to make different choices about what you're doing and how you are proceeding through life. Your decisions in the past also inform your future as well as your present. So something that has happened a lot is that when I look into people's futures, I either get a sense of things continuing as the same or not seeing a future ahead of them. And it's not that they don't have a future, it's that they have not made any active choices about where they're going in life to actually form something ahead of them. So what happens when you don't make firm decisions about your own life and where you are going, other people and their decisions and the kind of chaos of life unfolding around us, allowing life to make decisions for you, other people to make decisions for you, and that unfolds your future. And more often than not, what I found is that what you're already experiencing, you're going to experience more of, just in different guises or even the same guises, unless you actually do something or affirmatively decide on what you want. Now, I want to touch on prophecy for a moment. Prophecies are real in a sense in that they exist, and that when one reads the future, one can see very significant events where the bigger the event, the bigger the decision would need to be to change that formed future. And prophecies can be about all kinds of things. Typically, they're about potential, which is an interesting thing. So prophecies are not an absolute either. They are more a vision of the potential of a person or a situation, provided that it goes a specific way. So sometimes it's not even what will be with how things are going right now, but what could be if you changed what you're doing or made events go a certain way. So that's a really tricky thing that I've come across. Now, we not only have free will, but we have the nature of reality and energy is a bit fluid, so we are creators of our reality and the intentions that we hold for ourselves. It's a bit more nuanced than that, but to say it basically unfolds in our life with things that kind of match our state of being. So this is how we can create our future. And that is really what I wanted to talk about today, is this idea of, instead of asking what the future holds for us, for us to decide what we want our future to be and to make that decision for ourselves. Frequently, something we do is we wait and hope for things to align for us, and then we'll decide, oh, I think this is possible for me. When it comes to manifesting, things happen for you when you decide, and then things shift in order to make it possible. Again, there's some additional nuances, but that is the gist of it. You need to decide first. You need to be willing to commit to the idea and to fight for it. And it's kind of that mindset. Is what you want worth accepting responsibility for your life? And honestly, for some people, the answer is no. They're not willing to accept how they have created the circumstances that they are in currently. So they are not able to create or manifest the things that they want because that realization of how these things relate to each other hasn't been formed. So they will continue to manifest subconsciously. Even if they consciously want something, their state of being doesn't allow for their own power. That's why it's important to accept responsibility and to be willing to fight and to know that it's up to you and your force of will. This doesn't necessarily mean having to work hard or make things happen. It's a little interesting trying to articulate this, but it's about your personal focus. So that is what's been on my mind today, is the idea of firmly realizing that it's up to us to create a future that we desire ahead of us. And if we don't, and you ask the question, what does the future hold for me? The answer is probably going to be, if it's an honest answer, not much or more the same. Or at best, some exterior force acting on your life and probably creating a shift that is not desirable. So, with all this in mind, I'd like to offer a special session. Excuse my articulation today. And this is my co-creation psychic reading and healing session. It is 90 minutes for $200, and I would be looking at 5 different areas of your life, which includes career, relationships, personal development, which includes your spirituality, your lifestyle, kind of the way you live, your home life, etc., and health. And instead of me telling you what the future holds for you in each of these areas, I will obtain intuitive information on where you are currently. And I encourage you to share with me what it is you want to create for yourself. Or I can ascertain what is the highest good or best you version of each area of your life and how you can create that. Whether it's, I may give you advice about actions that need to be taken or avenues to explore, or how to shift your perspective and energy in order to allow for that. I will also conduct a energy healing for each of these areas of your life, for all of your life situations, and for you to begin that manifestation and to influence these situations to unfold in the manner that you want to see them go, and healing you to enable you to continue that unfolding and manifestation. So that is what I'm offering today. Obviously, it's not limited to today. So I just wanted to share that is something I can share with you, and that is possible for us to work on together to co-create your life the way that you see fit. So I'm very excited about this subject because I really want to empower you and encourage you to make life what you want it to be, and to accept the good that life has to offer you, rather than feeling like sometimes asking about the future comes from a very passive place where we expect that things just happen to us and we respond to those events. And I really want to turn that on its head, because you really can be in control, at least of the general direction your life goes in, rather than just wondering what will be. So that is what I'd like to share with you. And I hope that this has given you some food for thought. Before we go, I'd like you to take a moment to sit and think about your life and yourself and envision where you would like to be by the end of this year, 2020. What do you want your relationships to look like? How do you want them to feel? What do you want your career to look like? How would you like to feel about your work? How would you like to feel about yourself? Who would you like to be? How would you like to live your life? What kind of environment would you like to experience at home and with those closest to you? And what kind of connection do you want to have with spirit? What kind of connection do you want to have with yourself? How would you like to feel in your body? If nothing else, just forming an idea of what it is you really want for yourself, what feels good, is so important. And decide for yourself now that even though you may not know how you will get there, that this is what you want for yourself, and that you are committed to finding that way, or allowing yourself to be open to be shown the way. And that is a gift you can give to yourself right now. Another thing I'd like you to know is that the future, again, is always forming, so that you know you have the full power to shape what is ahead of you. You are not at the mercy of fate if you decide to take back the say of where you want to go. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I would love to hear about anyone who's comfortable sharing your goals, what you just have decided now it is that you want for yourself, and your experiences throughout the year of moving towards that and manifesting that for yourself. So these are just a few pointers that have worked for me, and I hope that they are useful to you as well. So thank you again so much. If you are interested in the co-creation session, you can book that through my website, or message me directly through my Facebook page, Lysander Xanthus, Clairvoyant Psychic. And for anyone who is certain that they want this, you can go ahead and pay through the PayPal link in the description of the video and message me right away to schedule. So thank you again, everyone, and I look forward to working with you and helping you co-create your life. Be blessed.